these folks getting in here for a little bit. What was I about to say? So you're originally from where, bro?
I was born in California, but I lived in Reno, Nevada till I was like 13.
All right. So when you was what part of California?
Riverside.
You know, I only been out to California like a handful of times. So for somebody who don't know what Riverside is, what does Riverside look like?
It's uh like Acworth to it's like Cobb to Atlanta.
Okay.
It's
And
like
what's
just
the
outside of LA.
gotcha? And what does life look like? Well, not that. What elementary school did you go to?
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I was born out there, but as soon as I was born, my real mama house got raided. You feel me? As soon as I got back from the hospital, and then I went and moved in with my grandparents in Reno, like immediately.
Your mama house got raided, bro.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. She be on that too.
Yeah.
She was selling drugs and shit. You know.
So then, how did she get into it? If you even know.
I don't know. I don't know her.
All right. What you mean you don't know her?
I don't know my real mama.
Hold on. So, but you when you was born, you was living with your real mama. Then they raided her house.
I was living with my real mama for 7 days. I went to see my grandparents when I was 17 days old and spent 10 days in the system before I
Dang.
went to live with my grandparents.
So when was the last time you seen your mom?
My third birthday, and I don't even remember that shit.
What about dad?
My real dad, oh yeah,
Yeah.
he in my life, that my boy.
Okay. So mom is not in your life.
But my
Who
dad been in and out of prison my whole life, but he just stayed in my life. You know what I mean?
now did dad have gang affiliation?
My dad, my OG.
Okay. For people because I'm a civilian and I don't know what that means. What does that mean exactly?
My dad, the one that put me down, the one that made me gang.
How old were you, bro?
Shit, I was probably like, I was 15.
And this is the norm out where you from.
Yeah, I I get. I mean, not like someone's dad putting them down, but just
Would it be
yeah.
in the family? Would it be in generational affiliation?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so your dad put you. I guess it's called putting you down.
Yeah.
All right, and so what's going through your mind at this time? Like, what is this?
Well, see, my dad did 10 years in the feds, and while he was gone, I had already started getting in trouble and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when he got out, he was on some. Well, see, so we got this thing called the walk, where it's like a prospect time period to be a homie. You know what I mean? To be down with the gang.
Okay.
So I had got put on my walk by somebody else before he came home.
Okay.
And then when he came home, he was telling me, he was like, man, if you're gonna be getting in trouble already, then you might well do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it the right way, but I don't want you to do this, you know?
Yeah.
That's how that but I was already trying to do that anyway, so that's what was
Yeah.
going through
You
my
was gonna
head.
do that regardless.
Yeah, I wanted to be like my dad. That's what I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like living with my grandparents and shit my whole life. I grew up in the burbs. I grew up not wanting for shit, not needing shit, but I still chose to go to the hood when I came out here.
Let me ask you this, because you say you was in the bird. At some point in time, did you like want to be something else? Like, did you what when you was a child? What did you say? This is what I want to do when I
As
grow up.
long as I can remember it, I've always wanted to be like my dad.
Simple as that. Not a fireman, not a
I
teacher,
wanted
not
to
a
be. There was a time where I wanted to be special forces.
okay. Why?
Like I want to go kicking terrorist doors and shit.
What brought that on?
Uh, I had like became obsessed with like the 9/11 shit. I did a paper in school on
Uh
nine
huh.
eleven and became obsessed with this shit. And then seen the SEAL Team 6 movie, and that shit just badass.
Yeah. Okay. And so then you guys stay. You said Riverbend,
Riverside.
Riverside. My bad. You stay in Riverside until to what age?
7 days old.
Okay. Then you moved to Nevada,
Reno. Yeah,
Reno.
Reno.
How is life in Reno? It sounds hot.
It's just a little. It's a mini Las Vegas.
Okay.
And don't get it twisted either. Just because we were living in the burbs or whatever, we were still doing shit now. You know what I mean? Like when I moved out here, I moved to Ackworth,
Okay.
but it was Paulding County.
Got you.
So that's I went to North Paulding High School, man. If you ask anybody, that's the whitest school you could go to. You feel me?
Yeah, it sounds
But
like.
shit, there was a little group of us that was just doing hood shit, street shit.
Hold on, but okay, so when you in Nevada, how old are you when you go to Paulding County?
13,
13. All right. So 13, you're at you're at a majority, you're at a white school.
yo, for
All right.
sure. Even the black people there are white. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Are there any other, because what's your nationality?
I'm Mexican and white.
You're Mexican and white. So are there any other Hispanics there while you're there?
Yeah, but it's not like that. Like, in jail and prison and then in hood schools and shit, the Hispanics all run together. Like, they're all clicked up. You know what I mean?
No matter what.
But in this school, it wasn't like that. Like, even the Hispanics are white. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Cause so you kind of like an outsider.
hell yeah. Man, when I moved out here, I was in 8th grade. I was on the bus coming home from the first day, and I was cussing just like this. Like, I was talking just like this.
Yeah.
And these folk looking at me look crazy as hell. Like, where this kid come from? All this shit.
Yeah, they're not used to that.
Nah, hell no. Nah. I've been cussing like a sailor since I was 3rd grade.
All right. So what is your first run in? Well, what's your first reality check? Well, you know what? Like, we not at home no more.
I ain't gonna lie, so I was raised by my grandparents, so they were born in the 50s, bro. And my grandpa was a cop.
For real?
So yeah, it's crazy because my dad is a gangster, I'm a gangster, and my dad's a cop. Or my grandpa's a cop.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how it worked out, but I ain't gonna lie, they was very fucking like racist. I ain't gonna lie. But when we moved in our neighborhood, it was an all black neighborhood.
Okay.
And so that made them realize that they went home. But when I realized I went home was when the way people talk and dress and shit like that out here. On the West Coast, they got a whole different lingo, whole different style, all that shit.
Yeah. What was your first bump in with the police
Out here, or just ever.
ever
Shit, I got arrested for bringing a knife to school because I was finna stab the dude.
in Paulding
And
County?
nah, in Reno when I was in 6th grade, I was 12 years old. They
Why
told
were you
me,
about to stab him, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, it was over a bitch.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Yeah, I get that toxic shit from my dad.
Yeah. All right. So then, when you get here, though, what's the first time that you run in with the police?
When I was 16, shit, I had what was the first time? I think I ran from GSP in Paulding, or I tried to, cause it was me and then like I had 3 people in the back seat, and then brother that was supposed to be in the front seat was outside the car. We was smoking at a bank, and we
Uh-huh.
seen GSP roll through the parking lot,
Yeah.
and I reversed out of the parking spot and try to run. I ran through a red light. As soon as I ran through the red light, he bumped the back of my car, and this before I knew what GSP's known for. You feel me?
Hold on. Do you have a driver's license at this time, or you just
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a driver's license.
so you legit?
Yeah, yeah, I was.
Who car you in?
I was in the car that my folks gave me.
Okay, so you slick on the spoil side just a little bit at this time.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
So they
I ain't gonna
got you
lie.
ride. You ride. What kind
I'm
of
not
car
gonna
was you
hide that.
riding?
It was an old ass car, 2001 Subaru.
But it was clean though.
It was legal,
Yeah, and you
but
weren't on the bus.
hell no. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm blessed through my whole life. I never wanted for nothing. But
Yeah.
but then when he bumped in the back of me, I got scared, and then this bitch in the back seat yelling and screaming and shit, telling me to stop. So I stopped.
Okay.
But when I turned 16, that was in 2020. So I'm only 21 right now. So 2020 was when I was 16. and that was during COVID, so they weren't taking no non-violent juveniles to jail.
What?
Nah, I was sitting in the back of the cop car until my dad came pick me, or my grandpa came pick me up.
Damn. So no pending charge. I mean, like
Oh
you
yeah,
knew.
yeah, I had to go to court and shit, like, but they would just cite me basically. They give me a ticket basically.
Damn. So when you understood what the rules is, did that make you turn up or act out, or did it have no effect on you?
Oh yeah, yeah. When I was 16, I was taking charges for people, everything.
Damn.
Yeah, like there'd be weed in the car that wasn't mine, but I take it.
Just because you know you're gonna wear it.
Yeah,
All right. Um. So then, when do things get serious?
yeah. Hey, it's lucky. Yeah, yeah, we're getting serious.
No, I'm saying for you. Well, okay.
Oh,
So after you stop being a juvenile, what's your next run in with the police?
when I was 17, I caught trafficking marijuana, intent to distribute Schedule 1, and intent to distribute Schedule 1.
Are you still in school at the time, bro?
When I caught that charge, no, I had dropped out.
What grade were you in when you dropped out?
10th grade.
10th grade. What was the
Yeah.
final decision that made you drop out?
I was already in alternative school, and they wanted me to just keep doing this online shit. So I was like, man, I'm good.
So you just stopped going and you were just gonna take over all Paulding County.
Yeah, something
All right.
like that.
All right.
But
And
by
so
that time, though, I was hanging out in Cobb and shit.
okay. So you moving around car. When is
Yo,
legally going to discuss? Um, hold on, let me grab the phone real quick. You moving around the car, and then you catch a trafficking charge.
yeah.
Can you walk us through that day?
Shit, my people had pulled up and dropped like 15 bags on us and 150 of the carts
What's a
and
cart, bro?
like the THC vape.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah. So they dropped that us off on us and they left. And later on that day, we was sitting in my car outside the hotel room. We was smoking, and I seen like a group of police go around one side of the hotel, and
Yeah.
then another group come through the other side, and they looking inside cars and shit. So we put the blunt out. We get out the car. It was me, my homeboy, and her hit girl. We get out the car. We go to back into the room, and then I had to go make a play. So I left again by myself. And when I left again, I was driving through the parking lot, and a police car was driving like opposite from me.
Uh huh.
And when he passed by, like we made eye contact, but I could see his cell phone in his hand. He on the phone with somebody, and that just threw me off. I was like, "What the hell?" So I went, made my play, came back. We in the room until like 11 o'clock at night, and they get to banging on the door. And when they were banging on the door, shit, we sitting there like, "Oh no, we ain't finna answer it." But they kept banging on it, hitting the
You knew it was
flashlight.
the police.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just because the way they knocking.
Yeah.
And then we moved, or my partner went to the bathroom with the weed and started flushing shit.
Okay.
And then me and we were supposed to say that he wasn't there. So me and his girl went and answered the door, and they're just asking like, "Oh, what y'all got going on? Like, who's in here?" I said, "Oh, it's just me and her." And then she was like, "Oh, my boyfriend in the bathroom." I'm like, man. But so that we told him that he was taking a shit, and then eventually he come out. When he come out, he got on a necklace, right? It was
Yeah.
a the Hobson hands,
The who?
the upside down hand with the eye in the middle.
Okay.
It's like this jewelry shit. It's a pendant, but he
Okay.
had that on with hella diamonds in it and shit. We just had hella shit in there, and we had just got back from Miami, and we just bought hella clothes out there and everything. So we had hella shit in the room and everything, and hella expensive shit. So when he walked up, he was like, "Oh, that's a nice necklace." We telling him it's fake and shit. And the police end up was like, "Okay, well, we've seen a lot of activity in the room. On the people called, like the people who own the hotel, they called up there and they detained us right there." but they still couldn't come in the room because we didn't give them permission. They ain't have no warrant yet. So they detained us from outside the room.
Is that possible?
I don't know, but at the time I was green. I was 17. I ain't know too much about the law.
Right.
So we we just sitting there. We sat there until 3 o'clock in the morning till they got the warrant, and then they pulled us out, handcuffed us all, sat us down right there, and we watched them search the room. When they found the weed, they went whole. They was like, "Holy shit!" And this is another like one of those things where I took a charge because most of the weed wasn't even mine for real. I was just riding with bro.
But you're not a juvenile no more.
Yeah, I didn't know about that in Georgia.
Mm.
I thought I was still juvenile.
So you took the charge.
Yeah. But
All
look,
right.
so they had been pulling over all our plays that was pulling up.
Oh, y'all was
So they'll
hot.
pull it, and that was back when Snapchat was like where you do this shit at. So boom, we my bad. There's hella people in my spot right now.
We good, bro.
We got down. So boom, what the hell? Oh yeah, so they told me. They pulled us all separate, asked us what going on or whatever. I finally tell them like, man, fuck it, that's my shit. That's my shit. And so when I told them that it was my shit, they put me in handcuffs. They put me in the back of a car.
So
And then
you tell them that it's yours, does everybody else go home or?
nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so the people that they was pulling over, they was searching their car and finding the shit that we had just sold them. So they was would ask them questions, and them folk told, but it was my partner's Snapchat that it was coming off of,
Okay.
and so they was like, they put us all in the back of the car.
Okay.
Me and bro are in the same car, Artie in the other car,
All right.
and so they come back. They ask me, or they come back to our car. They open the door. They're like, "All right, so we finna take you because you admitted to it, and we finna take you because we got enough evidence to because the folks or the plays was showing them the Snapchat name,
Gotcha.
and they had their name. And we went to Cobb County Jail.
All right. When you get to Cobb County, what describe that scene? What does it look like?
But shit, the 17-year-olds go to a separate dorm.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
But when we
17
first,
year olds by themselves.
yeah, but look, when we first got there, them folks fucked up my birthday. They had my shit as 2003, but I was born 2004. So they put me in the adult dorm with my co-defendant at
That's it.
first.
That's illegal.
Yeah. So they put me in there first. And then while I'm in there, I'm telling everybody I'm 17. They're like, oh, you about to go to the 17-year-old dorm. The 17-year-old dorm biting. You don't want to go over there. So when they came and pulled me out, and like, they pulled me out like probably like 4 hours later. They came, told me to pack my shit. They pulled me out. When they pulled me out, they're like, I was like, man, where am I going? They're like, 17-year-old dorm. I was like, for what? I'm 18. And they were like, what? I was like, man, I'm 18. They were like, when's your birthday? And I told them 2003 instead of 4.
Yeah.
And they left me in there.
Damn.
But boom, my co-defendant got bonded out like 3 days later. And I sat for 2 months.
Okay.
And then I bonded out on pre-trial, went on the run for 8 months until like
When
May
you
of 20.
bonded out, you already knew you was gonna run.
Nah,
What made you run?
my parents, my parents were trying to put me on lockdown in the house.
And you weren't going for it.
Hell no, I was like, man, I just went to adult jail. An adult. I
Yeah. So you essentially you go on the run. How long are you on the run?
was on run for like 8 months.
And how was life on the run?
I mean, I just went to a different city. It was great. It was it really wasn't like I can't. It wasn't like nothing like I was on the run for a body or nothing.
Right, 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 right. You just staying out the way.
Yeah, I was just out the way.
But you still get money though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you ain't
That
really
was when I
staying out the
ran it
way.
up the most. That was when I was the most up.
You ain't staying out the way if you still running it up.
Yeah, well, I was young and dumb, man. I'm out the way right now.
All right. So when you what you doing, man? I have to check on my grandson. You don't want
I'm
this?
21.
Hell, expensive. So, and what was I about to say? So, you stay on the run for 8 months. How does that 8 month run end?
What you mean? Like what I?
You get caught, or you just turned yourself in, or
Oh hell no, never that. You gotta make them folks do their job. That's their job.
okay,
But so I had moved. When I first went on a run and I got out, I moved to Canton. I was
okay,
staying out there with my partner. You know how the one that dropped the weed off on us? I was staying with him, and then I
okay,
moved from Canton to Cobb, back in Smyrna, right there off Pat Mill, South Car Drive.
okay,
So I moved out there. I had got a spot with my partner, and I started getting the bags in again from Cali. So when I was doing that, I was just trapping, boom, and then I had ended up getting a bitch, and I started doing perks and Zans and shit like that,
you start selling them or you start doing them.
doing them heavy.
Okay, what kind of mind state does that put you in?
Uh, illogical mindset, I guess. Just a dumbass mindset.
What you mean?
Like you just don't care about what's going on, like, or you don't care what you do or the consequences of what you're doing and all that shit. You just don't
Okay,
care no more.
so you just getting hot now. At first you was just grinding, but now you getting high.
Yeah, I was spending about 400 a day on perks.
Damn, that sound expensive, bro.
Hell yeah, because I was one of the real ones was out. They were $45, $50 a pill.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm spending, and then I felt like a rapper, bro, because I just had hella saw fucking buying pints of lean for $1,400. Had OD money. I didn't give a damn. Like I thought I was on top of the world. I thought I made it.
damn. And when does this hellacious high? When does it end?
I was at my girl's apartment one day, and we walked her brother to the bus stop.
Uh huh.
And when we was on the way back from the bus stop, she said some crazy shit to me, but I was off the Zan, so I don't even remember what she said. And it made me pull my gun out and start shooting at her feet.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, you was geeked up.
bad.
So you was geeked up, then you start shooting at her feet. What
Yeah.
what, what happens after that?
After that, we her dad pulled up on us. We're talking to her dad, and I heard sirens, and I was like, "Man, I gotta go." Oh, this is right after I got shot too. I had got shot in my foot and my legs. So this was like 3 weeks after that. So we talking to her dad, and I heard sirens, and I was like, "Well, I gotta go." And Shawty dad was like, "Oh, I'm coming with you." So she
Right. Yeah. Your page is frozen.